10. A 24-year-old is behind bars tonight. Terry Turner is charged in the murder of a 15-year-old girl who police now say was pregnant. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Wayne Carter in for Richard and Claudia. News Channel 3 has been following the story all day today. A Fraser mother let her child sleep over with friends in Whitehaven, only to get wakened in the night to be told that her middle schooler had been shot to death. Now, if that weren't awful enough, police now say the teenager was a few weeks pregnant. Tonight, a heartbroken mother fights through all that pain to send a message to parents everywhere.
All I know is my baby was shot and killed. The reason why, I'm not sure.
Janelle Harris wants to know why. Why would you shoot her child? 15-year-old Bianca Harris was found dead in the Valley Forge Apartments in Whitehaven. The teen slept over at a family member's apartment with a friend from school. Now police say someone in that apartment shot the girl.
She was here visiting, and they don't understand how she came to visit someone and ended up dead.
Police arrested Terry Turner for the murder. Turner's no stranger to crime, arrested last year for having a dozen stolen IDs. Turner's gender is reported different with each arrest.
Just make sure y'all know everybody your kids with.
Her daughter was also pregnant, according to police, about 5 weeks along. It's unclear what went on in that Whitehaven apartment. A 15-year-old who attended Grandview Middle and had plans to be a fashion model and dancer murdered in the night while pregnant. And her mother, who says so much of this she just didn't know.
I lost my baby girl. That's my baby. My baby. My baby was 15 years old. 15, she ain't deserve.
She says if you know anything about what happened in the apartment, to please speak up. Police tell us tonight charges in this case could increase because of the unborn child. Well, Memphis police are also looking for 2 other men who shot and killed another teenager, this time in Orange Mound. 16-year-old D'Anthony Obi was trying to run from the gunman when they fired at him. It happened at Sims and Carnes over the weekend. No information about the gunman has been released just yet. And we're following breaking news in Helena, West Helena, Arkansas tonight. A man suspected of stealing 30 guns from the home of a former police chief is captured. Police issued a search warrant for Keith Roberts earlier this month. He was caught after a search warrant was executed at a house tonight. The stolen guns belong to the former Helena, West Helena police chief who collected them. He died, but a relative who lives at the house and kept them stored in a safe couldn't find them. And new at 10, 6 men are behind bars after undercover officers raided a North Memphis home. Police say they found heroin, marijuana, and other drugs there. It happened in the 800 block of Breedlove, that's near Valentine. WREG Shay Arthur spoke to people in the neighborhood tonight. And Shay, was this a surprise for them? Did they know all this was going on in their neighborhood?
WREG News Channel 3.
Well, drugs and weapons are seized during a CD release party for a Memphis rapper. Demario White, also known as Moneybag Yo, and 27 other people all face numerous charges. Deputies in Tipton County say they arrested several gang members and fugitives at the former Maserati Club in Mason. They found 10 weapons, including a submachine gun, a bulletproof vest, cash, and drugs. More than 60 agents from several Mid-South law agencies took part in that bust. A Mid-South man is shot in the leg during an attempted robbery outside a Summer Avenue business tonight. The victim's in the hospital and expected to recover. Police say he was near the new Trend store on Summer near Highland. No arrests have been made just yet. A teenager facing some serious charges in Bartlett after police say they found drugs and a stolen gun in his car. Police say they spotted the young man acting suspiciously in a car in the McDonald's parking lot on Stage Road. Officers smelled marijuana and found a baggie with pot in it. They also found a .22 caliber bolt-action rifle with 62 rounds of ammo. The gun was stolen, and the teen says someone he knew gave him the weapon and that he knew it was stolen. New at 10, after months of complaints, the city of Germantown is dumping its trash collection company. City leaders approved a new 5-year deal with Waste Pro USA tonight. Residents complained about garbage not being picked up by the current company, Inland Waste Solutions. The $3.2 million contract with Inland expires this summer.
Our residents expect service excellence every single day, and it's our job to make sure we provide that for them. Waste Pro will be our partner in making that a reality.
Now, residents may see the cost of trash pickup go up. The deal with Waste Pro is valued at $5 million. Service with this new provider will start July 1st. Also new at 10, the Tennessee House approved a bill that would allow areas to de-annex themselves from big cities like Memphis, Nashville, and Chattanooga. Tonight, Mayor Jim Strickland tells News Channel 3 he's disappointed with that vote, but plans on talking to lawmakers in the Senate about the situation this week. Strickland says if areas like South Cordova and Southwind, Windike leave, it will cost the city $79 million in revenue. The Senate still has to vote on the issue, and Governor Haslam has expressed some concern about whether it's legal. Well, tonight, the University of Memphis says it's working on an evaluation of the men's basketball program. The school's athletic director and advisory board will take part. The news comes after a disappointing season that ended with the Tigers losing the conference tournament championship to UConn. The Tigers did not make it to the NCAA tournament either for the second year in a row. Glenn is following this. He'll have more, including a talk with Josh Pastner, coming up later in sports. Well, the rain has finally stopped, but tonight the floodwater remains in some Mid-South communities. Take a look. This is what it looked like in the Moon Lake area of Coahoma County, Mississippi today. That area received nearly 15 inches of rain. County leaders say they've worked to improve the drainage out there, but with that much rain, there's just little that it could do. About 200 homes in Coahoma County were flooded to some extent. Well, it's your voice, your vote. The presidential candidates are getting ready for big primaries tomorrow with winner-take-all cases for Republicans in both Florida and Ohio. Now, once again, protesters had to be removed from a Donald Trump rally, this time in North Carolina. If Trump sweeps tomorrow, he could become uncatchable. But in Ohio, Governor John Kasich is neck and neck with him in the polls. Most polls have Hillary Clinton leading in several states, but the polls had her winning Michigan last week, and she lost that to Bernie Sanders. We'll have the results of the primary tomorrow right here on News Channel 3 at 10. News across the nation now. A 28-year-old police officer killed in an ambush at a Maryland police station was not shot by the gunman. He was accidentally shot by fellow officers. Officer Ja'Kay Colson was involved in a shootout with a man who opened fire at the police station in St. George County. When officers fired back, Colson somehow got hit. The gunman was wounded by those officers and is expected to survive, though. Investigators say he wanted to die in a gun battle with police. More than 30 passengers are hurt when an Amtrak train derails near Wichita, Kansas. The train was going from Los Angeles to Chicago when it ran off the rails. 8 cars derailed, leaving some passengers trapped. The NTSB is on the scene. They're checking the tracks and talking to the conductors on the train to try to find out what went wrong. More than 140 passengers and crew members were on board. A water main break causes a sinkhole to open up and swallow a car. Look at that. That happened in Hoboken, New Jersey. The car owners heard the alarm going off. They went inside, didn't expect to see that. Yeah, the car was sinking. A tow truck had to pull it out. Now, Hoboken's right across the Hudson River from Manhattan. The population there is growing quickly. Officials say it's putting a strain on the old pipe system, and they're dealing with more breaks. The incident left many people there without water. Well, it's time for the kids to grab a ball and bat for Little League season, but a lot of people are calling for a change to the game, and in this case, it's all about the danger of the bat. Another road project should leave Memphis drivers in a bad mood. The 8th-month plan could leave you in a jam. And dinosaurs roamed the earth millions of years ago, but now we're learning new things about the great dino of all time, the T-Rex.
Your number 1 10 p.m. newscast, WREG News Channel 3.
Some breaking news in in downtown Memphis right now. News Channel 3 live near the Happy Mexican restaurant where a police chase ended. We're told that they were chasing a suspect near the Foot Homes area down Danny Thomas toward Beale Street. It's not known what the suspect was wanted there, but you can see police and some people out there on the scene. We've got a crew out there. We're going to stay on top of it for you and bring you updates right here on this newscast. Also new tonight at 10, big changes to baseball games. Teams are gearing up for another season on the diamond, but there's more at stake than just wins and losses. Now the worry is safety. WREG's Richard Ransom tells us that means that the game may start to look a little different.
In an instant, exhilarating WREG News Channel 3.
And Richard tells us there have been a number of lawsuits filed by parents whose children were hurt by a baseball hit off a metal or aluminum bat. The lawsuits name the manufacturers, the stores that sold them, even Little League Baseball. Well, road work out on I-40 is about to get worse before it gets better. Drivers continue to deal with shifting lanes and constructions at the new flyover. Now I-40 from Sycamore View down the Highway 64 is going to be repaved. That's a project that will run 7 days a week for the next 8 months. It will start in a few days and hopefully end by Halloween. A prehistoric find unveiled that could change what we know about the most famous dinosaur of all time. We're talking about the T-Rex. The Smithsonian National Museum of Natural History has fossils belonging to a dinosaur that lived before T-Rex and is likely some sort of cousin of his. It's about the size of a horse and lived in Asia 90 million years ago. And even though it's much smaller, it had the powerful senses of a predator.
And we were surprised to find out that, like T-Rex, it already had a very sophisticated brain, very keen sense of hearing. Good low-frequency hearing will allow you to detect prey long before the prey has detected you.
So now they believe that the T-Rex evolved from this smaller version and became the frightening creature that we've all seen in the books and in the movies, Jim. And I just love that at this day and age, we're still learning so much about our past.
It is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is.
They never really star in a movie with a T-Rex either. Chances of survival are like really low.
Hey, I'm just glad that we're talking tonight.
Yeah.
And it's not raining outside.
That's right. It is kind of a miracle, isn't it? It's so lovely outside. Let's show you radar. First, if you have to have like a box of tissues here on the desk.
Oh, yeah.
It's terrible.
You're a very emotional guy.
I am. Anything can make me cry. This little cut right here. It's hurt.
I'll get you a Band-Aid.
Okay.
All right, much more on News Channel 3. Stay with us.
News Channel 3's.
Okay, it's